We ready to go?
We're good.
From Los Angeles, California, it's the Mad Scientist Party Hour.
Hello there, friends! Welcome back to another episode of Mad Scientist Party Hour. My name's Kevin Kraft, joined by a man who is completely nude from the waist down and is currently playing a game of Jenga, perfectly balanced on the tip of his boner. That's Jeff Clark.
What's up? I almost got into some Jenga yesterday, actually.
And transmitting to us from the sewers of New York City, the bearded booger-eating fifth Ninja Turtle known as Shuddy Boy.
Yo.
Just had to set us up, didn't you?
I don't even know what caused that. But hello. Hello.
You had THC vapors laying dormant deep inside you.
Shuddy.
This 3.5 foot bag is no joke.
How
Yeah,
many
for
feet
real.
Or
are
3 foot bag.
How many feet are you through at this point? Well, it looks like
I've
about
probably
2.5.
done about half of it.
Oh,
It's like when you go to a company party and they have just like a 12-foot hoagie chopped up. Shuddy's just housing one of those to his face.
dude, I
It's
love
been a rough day.
this.
It's been a rough day, and I wanted to get in the right frame of mind and have the appropriate amount of performance-enhancing drugs in my system for these. Did you hit record, Kevin, first of all?
I did.
Okay, just
We're
making
good
sure.
this time. Yeah.
Just making sure.
Here comes a snack unveil. Crazy good. Peach cobbler. I think I did those already.
Peach cobbler
did you?
Pop-Tarts?
Not that I'm not interested in your review. Because I saw them at Target the other day, and I was like, I think I fucking did this already. Because I almost bought it. I just saw an apple fritter Pop-Tart at, dude, Kevin,
Those
you're
were the other
Ralph's.
option. I went with the with these instead, though.
I feel like that's I've been seeing a lot of peach lately. I think peach might be like a end of summer fall flavor, right? I mean,
I fucking love peach.
obviously I'm just saying that because it's the end of summer, beginning of fall, or close to it. But
I was
just
at
saying,
the grocery store a little while ago, and they already have Halloween candy on the shelves.
it's fucking weird.
Word.
Like the big bags of candy label with Halloween. You did do them, December 16th, 2021.
Wow, it's up on the Patreon, huh?
Yeah.
It sure is.
Do you remember the score you gave those on your snack attack, Jeff?
Oh no way, no. I haven't purchased them since. Although I don't really do Pop-Tarts unless it's like for a snack attack. They're fucking
I'm glad
delicious.
Dom and I didn't
but-
do a hijacked snack attack on these. Then that would have been.
Well, I mean, the Puminati's still interested in your feedback.
Let's see.
And I think you're a much bigger Pop-Tart loyalist than I am. Again, I only have them for the snack attacks.
All right, so, and I quote, it's a 70. Pretty good. As far as Pop-Tarts are concerned, Jeff thinks it's a below average Pop-Tart. Tastes fine. Nothing to be too excited about.
Are you just reading the
Nothing
captions?
he's going to rush to the store and buy.
Wait, does my YouTube video
He
provide
did stumble
captions?
through the word post-breakfast for about 10 seconds.
Do I ever mention breakfast dessert? Because Pop-Tarts, breakfast dessert. You know what I'm talking about,
You
Kevin?
have it listed. You're calling it, while you're saying post-breakfast, you're calling it a post-breakfast dessert, but you stumble through it. It's
Because I
quite
love
amusing.
Reese's Pieces. I had to just drop the post. Cheese and ham sandwich.
So, I really wish it would have come in a smaller case and that I was...
Have you tried the Boston cream pie or apple? Well, you said apple fritter was the choice that you didn't take. Have you tried the Boston cream pie?
Dom did and wasn't too into them.
Yeah,
said
but
they were just all right.
he doesn't like Matrix or Goodfellas. His opinion, it's tough. I don't know.
Yeah. So, Shuddy, are you gonna toast those? Do you toast your Pop-Tarts, or are you going raw?
I don't typically toast them.
I usually don't either.
I think when I did the snack attack, I had one toasted and one untoasted.
It's a good way of doing it. You get a full spectrum of the flavors.
I honestly don't know how I feel about that. And again, I've had Pop-Tarts my whole life. I should, as the snack sommelier, have a specific answer as to which way I like my Pop-Tarts, but I could go either way.
I think the most important part of you being the snack sommelier is testing it both ways.
Yeah.
Because some people are toasters, some people are non-toasters, and you've covered all the bases of Pop-Tart enthusiasts.
The fruit ones, the blueberry, the strawberry, I prefer toasted. But the brown sugar s'more ones, I prefer untoasted. That's kind of what I figured out.
So you're a fair weather
I'm the
toaster.
Opposite.
Okay, but you understand that there are
I think
certain ones toast better than the others.
a s'mores Pop-Tart is delicious. I think if you throw that in the toaster so the marshmallow is gooey, it ratchets it up.
Yeah. That one was more of like the
35%.
French. I actually just think like the brown sugar. You don't ever have to toast that one. Like that one, you know.
These are good. They're not very. The filling isn't very overpowering in flavor.
Yeah.
It's a very mild flavored filling, which I'm not too happy about.
So I kind of go my season stuff that I was saying. My seasonal commentary is more based off of Trader Joe's. Like I go to Trader Joe's like at least once a week, probably twice a week. But
Do you only go to Trader Joe's?
no, I hate Trader Joe's and Ralph's because there are just certain things that Trader Joe's doesn't have that I really want.
Yeah.
Like DiGiorno's, like Mexican Coke, like shit like that. Trader Joe's has its shit, which is fucking cool, and I really like, and but like they'll have like right now they have peach candles, and they have a few other peach flavors and cinnamon flavor things. So that's like now I'm thinking like, is that stuff in season? And they'll usually like when you see, they'll be one of the first places to do pumpkin stuff, and it's like, oh, okay, it's pumpkin spice season,
Yeah.
which is quickly approaching.
I know.
Quickly approaching. And
Yeah, if Shuddy's supermarkets already have Halloween candy. I mean, I usually start my horror movie regimen in August.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure Richard Christie does as well. Cuz then you get like 3 months to celebrate Halloween by just watching tons of horror movies. Like
Fair.
tomorrow, here's how much of a fucking junkie I am. I saw that they're releasing Event Horizon in 4K in a steelbook. I already own Event Horizon on Blu-ray.
What's that mean? Steelbook. What is that?
It's just the packaging of the Blu-ray instead of like the plastic thing. It's like the metal ones.
It's like commemorative.
Dude, it looks fucking sick. Like it's whole new like cover art for it. It looks so rad. It comes tomorrow. I even though I already own it on Blu-ray, I was like, I need a 4K. I need the special edition. I fucking love Event Horizon, and I'm gonna watch it. Actually, no, I'm gonna wait because Carl hasn't seen it, and I think it's
25th anniversary. I figured it would have been older, to be honest.
I remember I saw this in theaters. I remember I went with my cousin. I think we were out of state. I think we were in Florida, and I remember just. Because, the end credits is done by The Prodigy.
Yeah.
And that was when The Prodigy was just
in their
killing
moment.
it. Yeah.
Fat of the Land,
Yep.
right? That was their big album.
Oh, I fully participated in that whole movement. I bet you if I revisited that CD, I'd be like, yeah, this still kicks fucking ass.
That was that was the
two
closest.
Things. I have 2 comments. 1, I've never seen Event Horizon.
Oh, buy the Steelbook.
I would be willing to do it for homework.
Okay.
Wish we had like a 5-dick draft to go off of.
2, Fat of the Land does still slap.
You've listened to it recently?
Within the last 3 years, yes.
Let me pull that up on my Apple Music. I want to give that a revisit.
That was the closest I ever got to thinking like nose piercings. Like, are they cool? Am I? What am I missing here?
Well, that guy had the tongue ring.
Oh yeah,
I think it was the first time I ever saw somebody with their tongue pierced, and I remember being like, "Oh, that must have hurt so bad. Fuck, that guy's hardcore." And within like 8 months, it became a sign of being gay.
yeah. Whatever happened?
Well, that guy's dead now too.
How'd he die?
I think he OD'd.
Really surprising.
They actually put a tribute to him in Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
No way, really? What a weird game to shout him out in.
One of the side missions is a character that looks exactly like him, and then he fades away at the end, and then it's like a rest in peace.
What was the guy that died?
I forget his name, but the white guy.
There's a white guy and there's a black guy.
Yeah. The white guy with the tongue ring.
Ren, right? And the other one was Stimpy.
Yeah.
they kind of were like a live action Ren and Stimpy.
So Shuddy, what's your final thoughts on the peach Pop-Tarts?
Keith Flint was his name.
That's right, yeah. Keith, I is.
I think it's a 75. I think I liked it more than Jeff did. It does leave a weird, like, that weird fake sugary film on the top of your mouth.
No, I don't care for that.
But it's not a bad one.
Yeah, but if you're in the Pop-Tart aisle, compare it to the other Pop-Tarts, right? Like you're getting like 3 or 4 more ahead of these.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because what would you grade the cherry is your favorite, right? What would you put the cherry? Mid-90s?
Cherry Frosted is a 95.
Gotcha. Okay.
Wow.
I will tell you, I've recently finally dipped my toes in the frosted blueberry Pop-Tart waters.
I love them.
And those are also a very high tier Pop-Tart.
Why did it take you so long to do the blueberry?
Because for a very long time I didn't like blueberry.
Huh.
Interesting.
Or I didn't think I really liked blueberry, so I stayed away from things blueberry.
Did the acai job change your mind on that? Is that
Sure did.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I love blueberries.
So, Shuddy, you mentioned you've been having a rough day. Do you need to vent? Or do you want to just move on?
No, it just lots of work stuff. We're opening a new store, and so I was away for 4 days, and today was my first day back, so just,
I mean, we definitely need
I's to dot, T's to cross.
Acai's to squeeze.
We do have
Health
to talk.
inspectors to appease.
Oh, palms to grease.
No, we're not greasing any palms. We're not doing anything illegal, Kevin.
Gotta feed the fishies. So, yeah, we definitely have to talk about your weekend because you and Dom, 2 men in their 40s, made a road trip.
Whoa, coming out aggressively.
Got an Airbnb for 3 nights to attend a toy convention, which, judging by you guys' social media posts, turned into much more than that. I see Dominic tempted fate by ordering another hot dog at a fucking baseball game, and one that looked like, as a fellow heartburn sufferer, heartburn nightmare fuel. He got, what was that, like a deep fries mac and cheese barf hot dog?
So him and I both got the same thing. It was a jumbo hot dog with tater tots, jalapenos, and a cheddar cream cheese spread.
What the fuck?
On a sesame, I can't remember if it was a sesame seed or poppy seed bun.
I felt like it was poppy seed.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think
using my
so.
photographic memory, there were black seeds. That's poppy
Yeah.
seed usually, right?
It was we will get to that later because it comes.
Did he shit his pants?
That whole evening it was amazingly fun. It could not have ended in any more Dom fashion than it did. But yeah,
Kevin
we drove
Pissant?
out to Columbus for PowerCon, which is a vintage toy convention.
PowerCon sounds like some.
Power
Sounds like-
Bottom Con.
Sounds like a few people might have accidentally ended up at the wrong convention with that name. People showing up in their
Well, it was
khakis and
called
tiki
PowerCon
torches.
because it used to be a Masters of the Universe convention, but
So you should have had Domino
for
Leash.
some reason unknown to me currently, them and Mattel had a split, and Mattel has nothing to do with it any longer, and had no presence at the convention whatsoever.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you guys still patronized it.
Was there absence noted and felt?
So it was. I mean, it was basically just a big toy show. It was the same thing we've gone to here a bunch of times. Just
But you couldn't play with them?
what do you mean?
You said, like, show. So you just go and look at the toys, or could you play with them as well?
It's like Comic-Con. You go and you look at the toys, you buy them.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
Man, that
Did you
reminds
give
me.
me the Armageddon toy? Did you
I
end up pulling-
didn't.
God
I
damn it.
fucking forgot to go back. Oh my god! I even said to
I'll
Dom,
never
"Oh,
get
yeah,
another
look, I need
chance
to go
at that."
grab that for Jeff, and I'll just send it to him for Christmas." Motherfuck!
I'm going to Google. I'm going to see if I can find them. So Shuddy
It
sent
was
me
a
a
Hot
picture.
Wheels, Armageddon.
Hot Wheels Harry Stamper.
Yeah, Shuddy sent a group text of. Did you know there was an Armageddon toy line?
Motherfucker!
I had no
I
idea.
should have bought that for you, buddy.
Why are they super expensive online?
$20. I mean, the boxes are in much better shape, but $20 plus.
Yeah, I'm seeing 25 on eBay.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Ben Affleck's got one too? Oh, baby.
So a lot of times when you buy toys, there's like little add-ons and stuff and accessories and shit. Does Ben Affleck's one have the animal crackers
Hold on, I'll get over there now.
and Liv Tyler's poontang?
AJ Frost.
Like you know when
No, it just looks like he has like this drill thing.
like when we were kids, I guess they still do it for current kids, but when they have toy commercials and they show the kids playing with them, and it was always on some grand, elaborate stage that no fucking kid had. Even like the richest of your friends, the richest kid at school, didn't have the fucking setup that kids were playing with their Batman toys with in the commercial, which I always found to be a little bit of a bummer. It's like, man, it looks like those kids in the commercial are having way more fun with these toys than I am.
Yeah, and it's the optimal setup for that particular toy that you can never get to behave the same way at home.
Exactly. But I wonder if they had a whole commercial series promoting these Armageddon toys, and there's like the Ben Affleck toy is holding the little fucking
The drill?
no the
No, the
animal
animal
cracker,
cracker.
Oh.
and he's like skipping it down Liv Tyler's navel.
Well, at least on
Oh,
eBay,
it's gonna go in your poontang.
it feels like the only Armageddon action figures they have are Harry Stamper, who's played by Bruce Willis, and AJ Frost, who's played by Ben Affleck, but they're both in their astronaut getup.
Oh, okay.
So it's not him wearing street clothes. Possibly you
They
can
might
cuddle
not-
with Liv Tyler, who doesn't even have an action figurine.
They might not have even sold these at like KB Toys when we were young.
Fuck, dude. When's the last? They're done, right? There's
Yeah.
no KB toys. I feel like
Gone.
I remember like one of the last KB toys, at least in my area, Colony Center going down. What was
weird
it,
to think about it.
2002?
There was a point in time in all three of our lives when we walked into KB Toys for the last time and never realized it. Like I always thought I would take my kids to KB Toys.
Like to me, KB toys is always like the Walmart to Toys R Us's Target. Like I felt like, I don't know, KB Toys was a little worse than Target, or a little worse than Toys R Us.
I still remember the complete layout of the KB Toys at the Livingston Mall in New Jersey. Like I remember which aisle and what section of it had the Ninja Turtles. Ah,
Just going there until into my 20s.
yeah. So Shuddy, take
KB
us more.
Toys at Lehigh Valley Mall is the Zoomies now.
Oh, Zoomies! What a fucking downgrade.
Yeah, like
Except-
bitch ass PacSun.
Except I'm sure Dom is pumped about it. That's probably where he gets all of his like puka shell necklaces.
Jesus Christ. I don't ever know if you're joking when you say that. Does he still, in fact, wear puka shell necklaces?
No, he doesn't. He
Okay.
did not have one on this weekend, at least.
Man.
So what else happened? You guys went to the toy convention. Did you guys meet anybody famous?
What'd you say?
Did you meet anybody famous?
We met on Friday. We'll get to Friday, I guess. So we went to the convention on Friday, and there were 2 figures that were exclusively available at the convention from Four Horsemen Studios.
Were they He-Man?
They were He-Man inspired. So yeah.
Did you get them?
And it was the only thing I specifically wanted to get at the con.
Oh, yeah?
And we showed up at the convention 45 minutes before doors opened, and we're probably 200th in line.
No way.
Yeah.
So was this like a major convention? Like, was it packed?
It was pretty packed, yeah. It was pretty packed. It was not very large, but it was pretty packed. And then once we got in, as soon as we got in the doors, there was a line blocking the entrance. And I asked what it was, and the guys were like, oh, this is for Four Horsemen. So I got in line. Took me 2 hours to get to where we could buy figures.
Yeah.
And they sold out of the 2 I was there for. 6 people in front of me.
Oh, you got shuddied.
Jeez. Not a good start.
Shuddy.
So I was, the first day of the convention, I was pretty salty and
I'm going to kick somebody's ass.
Didn't look as much as I should have, because I really thought I was done with my shopping after day 1, because I thought I got everything I had wanted. But then after the convention, we went back to the Airbnb, got ready, and went to a Columbus Clippers AAA baseball game where we had those hot dogs.
They're not basketball?
No.
Nah. No, Clippers a basketball team.
My whole life is a lie.
No,
Wait, yeah,
the
that's
Los
what I was
Angeles
saying.
Clippers are a basketball team.
Yeah.
Columbus Clippers is what he went to. I mean, there's...
Are they a real team?
Yes.
Yeah, but it's minor league.
They're a minor league team for
Baseball.
the Cleveland Guardians.
Oh. Did you see Kieran Lovegrove, who exploded my thumb? Is he on their team?
Dominic and I were making jokes. We couldn't remember the guy's name, so we were like, maybe this guy's him, because they started a pitcher who was throwing 89 miles an hour. So I was like...
That's about what I got hit at.
Yeah, that's...
We could do like a game where we can ask Kevin, we'll tell him like a minor league baseball team and ask him if that's like a real team or not.
Or if you guys made it up?
Yeah, because there's some crazy ones. There's some wild minor league baseball team names. So.
You guys want to see my thumb?
Sure, yeah.
I'll get a little treat for the YouTube people, because I remembered to
Is
hit
it
record
getting
this
better?
time. It is.
We actually haven't talked about it, even though I've been here for like 3 hours.
It's getting better, but it's at the point now where like it looks gross because it's been all squeezed up, so it looks all wrinkly.
No, it is
But-
closing.
Yeah, it's not getting a good view on the camera because it doesn't like it when I put things
It
close
actually
to
looks grosser in person than on the camera.
Oh, yeah, it looks really gross. It's because it's still swollen, and all the skin around the wound is still like really dark purple. But this little bing boing right here in the front, that's where the ball hit. And that has looked like that since day 1. The scab is not getting any smaller. It's really bizarre.
You might just have that on your thumb for forever.
But the all the tissue around the big gash on the other side, it kind of looks like Edward Norton's chemical burn wound in Fight Club, like when Brad Pitt smooches him on the hand and then dumps the lye on it or whatever. That's what it's kind of looking like. But so this baseball game was an impromptu decision on you guys. This wasn't on the schedule, but you were just like,
I
fuck it.
actually texted Dom about it while we were
Shuddy.
just before or while we were recording last week. It was something that we decided before we got there, but it was not something initially planned. And it ended up being $5 beer night
Fuck yeah.
and WWE Hall of Famer Ron Simmons,
And hot dog 2 for one night.
also known to some as Farouk from the Nation of Domination.
Absolutely.
Oh,
did
that's a good opening line for Dom. Like, hey, do you know they call me the Dominator?
was doing an appearance, so Dom was all in. And yes, we had those delicious hot dogs from Dirty Frank's Hot Dog Palace.
Oh, Dirty Franks. That's like the
Dirty
worst
Mike
name.
and the boys.
At Dirty Frank's Hot Dog Palace.
Dirty Frank's lumpy trouser hot dogs. So
They were-
appetizing.
They were fucking amazing. They were really fucking good.
I mean, they look good. I mean, I opened up Instagram and I looked at Dom's stories and I see hot dogs and I'm like, oh, this son of a bitch. He's really
Going right
just
back in the lion's den.
tempting fate.
It took him quite a while.
Dude, he had to size
Like,
it up.
I like fucking inhaled mine. I inhaled mine, and I wanted something else to eat, and had to wait for him to finish.
He's pecking at it.
But he was very careful. I made sure to drill it into his head that he needed, if he was doing this, that he needed to.
Dom,
just-
chew your food.
Yeah, listen, we don't want to go to
careful.
the fucking hospital in Columbus. They're dealing with gunshot victims, all right?
And while we were eating our hot dogs and watching the game, they showed on the video board, they showed an ad for an arcade suite that they have.
Wow. I showed Carl King of Kong for the first time ever.
You watched the whole
Which-
thing with her.
Yeah, 5 dipper.
Then gave me the unfortunate task of having to explain to Dom that it wasn't an arcade, it was a box suite, and that we couldn't just go play the Mortal Kombat machine.
What?
That they showed on the screen.
I would have been right there with Dominic. Be like, why can't I play with those toys?
So then we found out that
Right
there
there
was a
offended with Dom.
barcade a mile and a half from the baseball stadium.
Nice. I love that
which
both of you
used
guys are
as
dads.
leverage against Dom, because I told him that we could go, but we weren't going to drive the car there. We could only go if we rode the scooters.
Nice.
Okay.
Love the scooters.
And then that idea got put in Dom's head, so we went and got autographs from Farouk and a picture with him.
Nice. You're all holding your end of the bargain.
Dropped the stuff off at the car, hopped on scooters, and sped off for a mile and a half. After pounding several beers to the 16-bit bar and arcade to pound several mixed drinks named after 90s pop culture icons like Hulk Hogan, Carrie Fisher.
What about Carrie Ewells?
Was there a Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
There was a drink called Super Smash Berries.
Oh.
There was they were
That sounds
all
like your
kinds
type
of
of shit.
crazy
Yeah.
mixed drinks that were delightful, and the arcade games were free.
Oh, nice.
When's the last time you've been to a barcade? That's like right up your alley.
Yeah. I think Dave and Buster's is cheating. So,
Wow. Okay. Why?
well, the last time I went to a Dave and Buster's was actually with Carl, and we didn't drink anything. We just played the games.
Wow.
And I think it was my suggestion because we were at a place where we needed to kill some time, and there was a Dave and Buster's, and suggesting that got an eye roll. And then once we got in and started playing the games, she was like smiling
She
from
loved it.
ear to ear. Yeah, I was like, how could you not? Like Dave and Buster's, it fucking kicks ass. There's a reason it still exists.
Was her original argument? I don't like games. I don't like fun. Well, it's hard to combat that.
Yeah, but there's Shuddy, did I send you a text of this? There's in your area, I think in Allentown, they opened up an arcade called Back to the Arcade, and it's written in Back to the Future font. and it's lit up in like black lights and neon lights the way old school arcades were. Are you aware of this?
There. Yeah. Dom and I have been there.
Yeah, of course, dude.
All right, just making sure. Like if they had one of those in LA, I would.
Yeah, you buy.
I would live there.
You buy like a wristband for like an hour, and you can play any game.
Yeah, bonerific. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, the dude that runs that back to the arcade is really cool.
We should get them as a sponsor
for our podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should.
We'll accept payment in tokens and flights to Pennsylvania.
As we were going into the barcade, they checked our IDs. I walked in. I ordered a drink. Turn around, and Dom is nowhere to be found.
I imagine you would just follow the sounds of
Finish him.
Well, he wasn't even in the bar yet because he was having a conversation with the bouncer.
Yeah, Dom's making friends.
That's cool.
Because Dom was wearing an
dick.
AEW t-shirt, wrestling t-shirt, and the bouncer started talking to him about wrestling.
Dom's like, "Oh, you like wrestling? Did you know I almost got tapped out by a hot dog?"
So Dom and him were like talking for like 5 minutes before Dom finally came in. We were there for a good while, pounding drinks and playing games. And then
Dom got red carded.
We got back on the scooters to proceed to ride the mile and a half back. Incident free, other than the times that I almost ate it because I was hot dogging and like
you went no hands.
No, one time there was a parking lot that was a little gravelly, so I ripped the scooter in there and planted my foot and hit the brakes and tried to kick it out and skid it and almost flipped.
Did it look cool?
No, because I stumbled and like had to catch myself from like flipping over it.
Hey Dom, check this out. I'm going backwards.
Until 50 yards or less from where we parked them for the night to go back to the Airbnb when Dom ate it.
Oh, nice. Someone had to go down on the scooters. I'm happy I've never fallen on one or while riding one.
Yeah, because, I mean, that is easily a hospital visit. When those things are cooking full speed and you fall off, you could easily just bonk your head really fucking hard.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to fall, 15 miles an hour it's pretty fast to eat shit on the road. Or a sidewalk.
Yeah, we're not kids. Like,
there
we
was
can't take those
this
falls.
spot on the sidewalk that had like concrete like planters, like curb height. And there was a little bit between the curb and the street before it. And I was being an asshole. And for the last little bit, I went around to the thin side where there was maybe about 8 inches of clearance between falling off the curb or crashing into the curb. And Dom followed me. And I'm cooking. And all I just hear is a fucking scooter go down behind me. And I turn around. I'm like, oh no. And he's like,
were you eating a hot dog on the scooter?
He bailed before anything bad could happen, but he was wearing flip-flops, so he like kicked the curb.
Oh shit.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
But you guys don't have
goofballs.
scooters in your area, right?
Nope. They don't have them in Philly either, so we have no exposure to them. When I found out that Columbus had them, I was dying for a reason that we had to use them.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And it was
found some good reasons.
On the ride back, as we're ripping through Columbus on these scooters, Dom just blurts out, "Columbus gets me."
Oh, Dom's gonna move to Columbus.
Dom, it was just the most purest but hilarious thing to just, not even in conversation. I just heard him mutter, like, say it. He just said it. It wasn't like we weren't in conversation. It just a statement while we were not discussing anything.
What was he on a
fantastic.
scooter at the time?
Yes, he was.
I'm telling you, a scooter just opened you up, and your just natural raw feelings come out. Like when we were riding through Long Beach, and Jeff just whizzes by me and goes, "I feel like I fucking beat everybody's ass right now," and then he's just gone.
Yeah. Just feel like a gangster.
There
on
was
those
a
things.
time Dom had been ahead of me. He was ahead of me. And he stopped because there was a don't walk sign. And I was able to look both ways and there was nobody coming. So I just went fucking whizzing by him. And I just heard him go, "No."
Shuddy, wait for me.
Dude, I'll fucking split lanes on those things. I run red lights all the time.
Yeah, you're kind of a warlord. You're a bit of a liability on those scooters.
Yeah, I fucking love it.
Oh,
yeah,
that
dude.
was how I was. As soon as I figured out how to operate it, there was no fear in me for anything stupid I was trying to do.
Like I've said a couple times, like girls, like homies, girlfriends, my mom, like, "Oh yeah, just come. We'll take it easy." I never take it easy. I just take off on these bitches.
There was one point that I was like squatted behind the handlebars.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like,
I feel like such a gangster on those fucking things.
Hey, Dom, check it out. Bunny hop.
Yeah, I'll take.
but
I'll
then-
take mine off of jumps.
and then Saturday we went back to the convention. Spent the rest of my money.
What was the big purchase that you made, or
Yeah,
how
what's
many? Several.
What's the crown
purchases?
jewel?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
What
be
is-
careful, Shuddy. Be careful. Don't drop it. It's a collectible. Castle Grayskull.
The 2000X Castle Grayskull.
So what year is that from?
Do you have to assemble the whole thing? Is it like a Lego?
Oh yeah, this is sealed in box. This has never been opened.
Are you going to play with it?
I'm gonna put it together to display at some point.
How long do you think it'll take you to assemble?
Well, the thing is, Draven actually had this at one point in his life.
So this is old.
Yeah, this is old. This is 2002.
What did Draven do with it?
Absolutely nothing. So it got given away. When that new He-Man TV show had come out, I tried to get him into it by buying him all the toys, and it didn't work out. So they just went,
All right, fine. I'll just spend your college tuition on toys for me.
no, we didn't hold on to any of that stuff. I wish I would have. I don't know why we didn't.
So how did your guys' little excursion end?
It ended up with us deciding we wanted to come home more than we wanted to go to the third day of the convention, so we left at 9 a.m. yesterday.
Yeah,
When
why
did
not?
the-
Did enough damage?
When was the end of the convention?
Yesterday, I want to say at 4.
Was there any like hot promo models? Or
No,
hot
there
chicks
were-
in cosplay.
Yeah, Saturday there was a cosplay contest, nothing real racy. There was one that Dom absolutely loved.
She probably looked like Sarah Michelle Gellar.
No, it was Ultra Magnus from Transformers. I don't know.
Nope.
He's
If
like
he doesn't
his,
know, then yeah.
but his name is Ultra Magnus, and this guy was Ultra Madness. So he was a mashup of Macho Man Randy Savage and Ultra Magnus.
Ooh, check out my robot dick.
When he said,
I'm very
"Ooh,
happy that you know Macho
yeah,"
Man, not Ultra Magnus.
I
I've heard of
thought
him.
Dom was going to lose it. Dom was so happy. He wasn't in the cosplay contest, which I thought was strange because it was, I think, the best costume there, other than a Voltron.
So you made this sound like there was some like big epic conclusion.
No, they just drove home.
Oh,
When did I do that?
I don't know. I thought you were teasing some like big thing. Was it Dom wiping out?
Yeah, that was it.
I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Dom eating shit in a scooter.
I'll take it.
That. Yeah. Wish
He
we
survived.
had footage of it.
He survived. He didn't choke to death on a hot dog.
I honestly would always. I figured he'd handle the scooter worse than the hot dog, but whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, the Lincoln Financial hot dog. Apparently, he comported himself all right at the Columbus Clipper or with the Columbus Clipper hot dog. So, Dom bouncing back. Hopefully, he can get a win over the fucking hot dog in the next upcoming MSPH wrestling. I don't know if that match is booked, but I'm just happy he's getting over his hot dog demons.
Yep. Me too.
Hey, you guys want to hear the shit I have to put up with?
Sure.
From you fucking bitch. You guys are the most festival con-going motherfuckers I know. I tried to invite Kevin here to come to a con with me, a trading card con, has Pokemon cards, I think it has sports cards, in Long Beach. In a couple weeks, this motherfucker's big timing me. Now, the whole purpose of me going to this con is because Autumn from MasterChef is going, so I'm going to ask her in person to come on our Crafter Jeff podcast. That was my idea. And maybe she could even do the anime watch along. I know she's in the anime, or I don't know that. I'm actually kind of guessing because she's into all that other shit. She's into Japanese culture.
Yeah.
I would like to know how your pitch would go to get her to come back to Kevin's apartment to watch anime with you two.
I
don't think
I
she
was going to
lives-
do the Zoom link.
Yeah, I don't think she lives
Okay.
in L.A., so I don't think an in-person
right.
thing would have happened anyway.
Okay.
I mean, the only in-person thing would, like, her coming back to my place in Long Beach since, like, she's already in Long Beach. But, like, I'm not going to watch fucking... I mean, I'd watch anything with her if she really wanted to. But yeah, there's no option of, like, her... She's not going to go from Long Beach to Studio City on a fucking Saturday night
No.
to watch... Well, maybe if we had the right drugs.
What
but
do you
we're not
want?
going to.
That would
But-
also be a fun thing to explain to Carl.
Right.
Hey, can you make room for Autumn on the couch?
Yeah.
I
And
gotta
Jeff?
let the dogs out.
We're going to watch
Well,
anime.
if we pitched it to her as like a double date, she'd be into that because she really likes me, and I feel like she wants to see me
Yeah,
gain some momentum with chicks.
sure.
So in that sense, she'd be okay with it. But yeah, like the Autumn profile, she's probably not that down with.
Probably not, yeah.
But no,
well, here's the thing.
Yeah,
It
all of a
sucks.
sudden you're fucking burned out on cons. All
We
of a
need
sudden.
we need Shuddy as a impartial juror for this, but I've been to too many. I'm getting burnt out. It's just between that and travel, like trips to Florida, road trips with Carl, weddings, funerals, New Orleans, and then all the cons. Like I was so after New Orleans. Because, I wasn't planning on my grandpa dying, and then his memorial service being the weekend before my birthday was just like, eef. Like, tickets to Florida are always expensive, and then just booking a last-minute one was just like, fuck.
How much are tickets to Long Beach? All right, go ahead. Continue. Go ahead.
So, I don't know. After and then breaking my thumb on top of it and all this shit, it's just made everything so much more complicated. And it was just, I'm burning this is too much. I'm doing too much traveling. I'm going to too many things. I went to, I didn't go to San Diego Comic-Con because that was New Orleans weekend, but I went to the Anime Con. I went to Star Wars convention with my mom. God, just the second that last syllable left my mouth, I was like, it's truly an injustice to the universe that I've had sex. But
Yeah. Going to fucking Star Wars cons with your mom with a girlfriend. I mean, You're like the homeless guy that's staying at his chick's house every night.
it's just been so much. And then I was telling Carl, I'm like, I'm so stoked that we actually have a weekend where we can do nothing. Like all I want to do is sit on the couch and watch Netflix, watch movies, smoke weed, and catch my breath. I just want to decompress.
What was Carl's response to that?
I'm so down. Yes.
Okay.
We need to slow down and just relax, recharge our batteries. And then I look at my Google calendar and I'm like, what the hell is this thing showing up on Saturday? And it was that horror convention I went to, and I'm like, why? What? I did buy tickets to this. Holy shit. And I was like, all right, well, you don't have to go, but I don't want to eat the cost of a ticket, so I'm just going to go and check this out. But after this, I'm fucking done. I'm done with conventions for a while. I'm done with all this. There's not even anything on the horizon I'm interested in. And then Jeff is like, oh, you want to go to a trading card convention? And I was just like, I can't do it. I can't. I'll just third wheel it. I don't want to. I don't want to get in the way of you talking to Autumn.
Why don't you and Carl come? We can make like a little Long Beach day of it.
There is a 0% chance that I talk Carl into going to another convention.
How? How is there zero? She likes Pokemon, right? Don't you guys play that Pokemon Go shit?
Yeah, but she has no interest in cards.
My God.
And I don't do trading cards.
You guys are fucking terrible. All right, whatever. This guy invited me to a second appearance of 626 Night Market. And all of a sudden, he's just too fucking famished, too tired to do cons anymore.
Well, I have to eat,
come up with
I
a
have to
fucking
eat
idea?
food.
God. You see the shit I put up with, Shuddy? So I'm going to have to go.
Okay.
It's going to be a write-off. I'm going to write this shit off on my taxes. That's like
Shuddy.
half the reason why I want to go. I just want another write-off. It feels good writing things off on my taxes. I got to be honest.
Now that you're back with us, Shuddy, I just explained that I've just been traveling nonstop, going to too many conventions. I didn't even want to go to that horror
I
convention
heard your
one.
bitch-ass excuses.
Right.
And I have
You think
I
the
have
guy
no-
who just went to a fucking toy con in his 40s?
I have no interest in trading cards.
You think he's going to agree with you?
And
What I'm hearing is you have no interest in making this podcast better by helping get Autumn signed as a guest.
what, you don't think Jeff can do it on his own? That's insulting.
That's a good point, Kevin, but I'm not insulted, Shuddy. I'm not insulted. And I think it's fair to question Kevin's commitment to this podcast based on all the information
as I was saying,
provided.
Shuddy Boy, what do you think is more egregious? Me not wanting to go to like my millionth con of the year for something that I'm not even into, or Jeff not wanting to go to the 626 Night Market?
I already went. I went a couple weeks ago.
Did you eat every possible vendor there?
No way. That's not... No.
Then there is absolutely zero reason to not go a second time.
Yeah, you're going to be eating food that day.
The thing that...
Which,
Damn right.
speaking of, I want to tell you, I could not convince Dom to eat there. But Columbus, Ohio has a Korean-style corn dog shop.
Maybe Dom felt he had danced with the devil too much eating a hot dog at the baseball game.
Yeah, you can't tempt fate like that by eating 2 hot dogs in one weekend.
Have you ever had a Korean corn dog?
I haven't.
No.
I mean, I've had Korean corn cheese. That's awesome. If they can somehow bread that and then put that around a hot dog and deep fry it all, you might have a real fucking power move. That's a heavy corn dog, let me tell you.
So a Korean corn dog, apparently, they batter it and then they roll it in toppings and then deep fry it. So it has like cheese on the outside.
Interesting. I'm sure it's delicious. Again, I like hot dogs of all different nations, so I'd definitely give that one a try.
That's
right.
what made me think of it.
Well, if you're going to excuse his bitch-assness by throwing it in my face, I didn't try every fucking vendor.
I'm not excusing either one of your bitch-assness. I think it's...
But the way
It
we
is-
talk about the 626 Night Market, don't you think it's weird for Jeff to be like, oh, I already went to the 626 Night Market a couple of months ago.
Dude, it's like...
I can only handle it once a month.
It's not-
more soy.
It's not that big of a deal, but it is like $100 move, right? Like the tickets are $5, and then every fucking thing that you order is like $25, right? Like it's not, it's not breaking the bank, but it's not exactly.
How much
like,
were tickets to the... All right, now that we're bringing money into it, how much were tickets for the...
$38. It's $30 plus the convenience fee.
And the
So-
convenience fee is probably going to be like $12.
No, I'm saying it was $30,
Oh,
and
okay.
then
That's-
the $8 with a convenience fee. So, I mean, in my head, that's kind of expensive to go look at fucking stupid cards. I'm not even going to look at the cards. I'm literally just going to try to... I'm going to follow Autumn around and then get her attention somehow and then ask her...
Is she there as an attendee or as a panelist or something?
She's like a panelist. Like, she's doing like some live unboxing stream where she opens a bunch of like cards. So, like, I don't know. I'm going to have to like get her when
interrupt
she's...
the stream?
Yeah, that can't happen, right?
Hey,
So
come on my
I gotta-
podcast.
I gotta get her when she's off the stream, and like, I actually think it's not going to be an issue. Like I think, like I'll be able to get her attention in a non like goofy, sleazy, shitty way, and she's going to accept. Because why not? I mean, it's like I'm just gonna send you a fucking Zoom link. Like you're not down. I think she'd be down. I'm probably gonna end up just going by myself, and having to fucking shoot my shot alone, which isn't that big of a deal. Whatever. But I don't know. I figured this guy, since he's gone to cons, I don't know how many times this year, he would be into another one.
Yeah, but I'm not into trading cards.
Jesus fucking Christ. All right, fair enough.
So
Whatever.
I'm basically just driving, making a round trip to Long Beach, paying for parking, paying for a convention
But you have
ticket.
to pay for parking. You can park at my place.
How far do you live from the convention center?
Probably a mile and a half, but we'll fucking scooter.
So pay for a scooter, a mile and a half on a scooter, probably going to be $12.
Yeah.
Round trip gas. And then all it's there is so I can stand next to you when you ask Autumn.
Well, you could also help ask. Like, you have the biggest social media presence on this fucking podcast. Any help, actually, from you would be appreciated.
So what do you want? Do you want to write out a script and we switch words? Hi, Autumn.
Maybe.
We're
All right,
part
you know what?
of a podcast.
If you DM her from your Instagram, that'll be fine. You don't have. I won't be disappointed. I won't bring up to you not going to this con ever again. Just got to DM her from your Instagram. I don't think that's a big deal.
Sounds like someone's kind of chicken over there.
No, I've DM'd her. I've DM'd her a bunch of times. She doesn't fucking respond.
She's not going to respond to mine.
You have 25 times maybe more.
Yeah, but I'm not verified. It's not going to be any different. If she doesn't look at her DMs, mine's not going to magically just.
You're
fly in
probably
her
right.
face.
You're probably right, but I don't know. It just feels like someone with the
Why don't you comment on one of her posts?
the platform. Some people are doing that for me. Yeah, I got to do that probably. Whatever. That just looks. I don't know. I don't know why. That just looks fucking whack. Like, hey, want to come to my podcast?
That's how it's done, man. Well,
Okay.
either way, I do have a little bit of an announcement to make.
The Puminati I don't know where this is going, but the Puminati has observed your bullshit, and I feel confident they'll be on my side here.
I feel like they don't appreciate being gaslit by you and having you tell them what their opinion is.
All right. Well, I just want.
I trust the
Hold
Puminati
on.
to make their own opinion.
I want to make an announcement before your announcement
'Cause I respect
All right,
them.
we're now coworkers. We're no longer friends.
All right, fine.
Me and Shuddy will remain friends, but me and you are just coworkers. What's your announcement?
Good.
Is it going to be a
Shuddy.
Patreon race?
Shuddy,
'Cause-
you can deal with this guy's bullshit from now on.
Oh, good, great, thanks.
It looks like I got a stand-up date coming up.
Oh, that's cool.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I've been dreading this day for decades. Decades. Like, before I even worked for Howard, I was contacting bars in Stanhope, New Jersey, asking about open mic nights. Basically my entire adult life, I've been flirting with the idea of doing stand-up. I've written stuff,
Been around the hole.
I've rehearsed it, and then I've chickened out. And much like
You haven't
Ragnarok,
done open mics?
never.
I thought you were doing some.
No. The closest I've ever gotten is at a talent show when I was like 7. I did stand-up at the YMCA. And I just told a knock-knock joke and it bombed and I ran off stage.
Yeah.
So
It's
where
like
are
me
you
counting
doing
my
this?
fight from 3rd grade. It's like I'm 1-0 in fights. Beat the shit out of that kid in 3rd grade.
So it's not locked in stone yet, but it looks like it's going to be next Tuesday. So Tuesday the 16th at the Dime Bar in LA on Fairfax.
Do you get to skip work that day?
No.
Does that get you out of work for the podcast that day?
No.
All right.
So it's a free show. I believe it's done weekly by Adam Hunter, who I've known. You know, I engineered a show he did one time on Sirius, like years and years ago. Seen him live. Jason's done the Dime Bar. Tully, I think, has done the Dime Bar. I think Dustin's like lots of people have done the Dime Bar. So I hit him up. I DM'd him. There's the Jason Ellis's first headlining show is next month in Ontario. It's billed as Jason Ellis and Friends, and he was like, when I get a hosting gig or when I get a featured gig, it's going to be us. So like, Jason Ellis fans are going to want to come to the show where Kevin and Tully are doing a few minutes, few other comics, and then Jason Ellis is the headliner. So it's one of those things that it's been on the books for a while, but it's always been so far away in my head. And then it was just like
Oregon over again.
I was like, motherfucker, it's August. It's next month. And I think it's sold out. If it's not sold out yet, it's goddamn near on the cusp of it. So I got to fucking get up a couple of times. I'm shitting myself. Like, just talking right now, my palms are sweating. My butt cheeks are uncomfortable. My butthole's quivering. The fear has me.
Yeah, it's doing things to your ass.
I feel like
good.
20 years of planning, 20 years of just wanting to try stand-up and not having the fucking balls and the courage to do it.
This is what you need, though. You need to be pushed into the deep end.
I do.
So,
But
can thank Ellis for that.
If anybody wants to come and see me drown.
Well, you said it's pretty much sold out, right? So
No. I mean, at the Dime Bar.
In LA on
Oh,
next Tuesday.
I got you.
Yeah, sorry, I was jumping around, but yeah, the Dime
I mean,
Bar.
I've heard the story already, so I shouldn't be surprised. But
So
okay.
I DM'd Adam Hunter and I explained the whole thing to him. Like, hey man, we got some shows coming up because I'm pretty sure I'm probably gonna have to do stand up at Ellis Mania as well. So I was like, do you have any spots for me to go up and get some time?
Would
and
you? Sorry.
And he responded and he was like, sure, which Tuesdays work? So I hit him up. He hasn't confirmed it yet, but it sounds like it's a possibility. It sounds like it's going to happen. So Tuesday,
16th.
August 16th, any LA Puminati. It's a free show, 8 o'clock at the Dime Bar.
Would you rather fight at Ellis Mania or do stand-up at Ellis Mania?
Fight.
Really?
I'd rather fight Conor McGregor.
Well,
Like
that'd be over fast. So yeah, I hear you.
And everybody I tell this to, just can't comprehend why I'm freaked out. And it's like there's a world of. I used to, when MSPH started, I'd say for the first 3 or 4 months, I definitely started sweating before starting every show, and I was nervous, and I felt nervous on the show, and now it's a reflex.
Yeah, that's what I was saying
Part of
to you.
daily life.
Yeah.
Like, you might have to suck for like 2 years.
And I've been on the Howard Stern show a bunch of times, and that was reaching an audience of millions. But the fact that I didn't have to see them, and I was also a nervous wreck for that too, but I'm way more nervous. This is the most nervous I've ever been in my life. And there's probably not even going to be like a packed house. I wear my embarrassment too visibly, too noticeably. The second I get embarrassed, you can watch my face turn purple.
How long would you be doing? 10 minutes?
Hasn't been worked out yet, but I do have 10 minutes of material.
So he has material. Right there, you shouldn't be as nervous as you already are. Because you are a funny
How comfortable
guy.
with your material are you?
0.
Well, yeah, that's
0.
Yeah.
And like I said, for 20 years I've been rattling this around in my head, and never have I come up with a stand-up concept where I'm like, that's
Never
pretty
once
clever.
was I
Good,
funny.
good for you, Kevin. That's pretty clever. But then again, like, how many times have you seen stand-up and you're like, why is everybody laughing at this? This is so unfunny. Maybe I could be the unfunny guy getting laughs. I don't know.
Well, if you want to run through it with me, I will gladly.
I don't think it's useful. No offense, but it's just like you have to stand in front of people. Like we were saying, I mentioned like Jerry Seinfeld earlier, never bombing, and like that being his whole thing. But like,
Yeah, maybe I'll be Seinfeld.
no, but like, I guess what I'm getting at is maybe like I wonder what's better for you, to bomb epically or to kill it your first time. You can make an argument either way. Obviously, the feeling will be better for you to kill it your first time, but like, bombing is probably how you learn faster. You know what I mean? All right, it all sucked. I gotta do a new fucking set.
Well,
You
here's
know?
the thing.
Or it mostly sucked. Here, I'll keep these 2 jokes.
I realize I'm not doing this the way everybody gets their start in stand-up. Because I've already been working in entertainment for like 16 years. I'm cutting the line a little bit, you know?
That's that's another point that I made is like a lot of like guys who are grinding, who are doing open mics would probably be like stoked. Like, wait a second, one of my first sets, like I already know there's a crowd.
Well, the most treacherous thing in the world was when I was in New York working for Howard. I was talking to Shuley about how I wanted to do stand-up, and he was like, do 5 minutes for me. He's like, I'm going to be at Caroline's on this date. Do 5 minutes. And I was like, okay. Little did I know, that is not only kicking me into the deep end, but fitting me with cement shoes and throwing me off a bridge. Like your first minutes ever, your first time ever on stage doing stand-up at Caroline's in New York is a death sentence. And the show got canceled, obviously, because I've still have never done stand-up in my life. But it's
that's like one of the biggest stages.
Your first
country.
5 minutes of this 10 minutes isn't that set, is it?
No. No, all that material is gone and burned, and thank God. I don't know. I can't crack that code. I can write a funny screenplay. I can do a funny podcast. I don't know what that fucking formula is. It seems impossible to me. It's like solving cold fusion.
Well, that's the thing is that you're not going to figure it out until you fucking fail.
I know.
So like some things work, hopefully, right? And then some things don't.
I mean, I have no room to talk because I have never done it. And when I tried to take notes to put bits together, we went through them the one time, and I couldn't remember what they were referring to, so it was pointless. But I feel like you are really good at telling jokes just naturally when we're hanging out. So if you just kind of go through it like that, you know, and
it's
not overthink it too much.
It's stand-up is its own beast. Like, how many times have you heard a funny comedian on a show or a podcast just kill it in conversation? You're like, man, that motherfucker's funny. And then you go and you watch their stand-up and you're like, ugh.
Yeah.
Or
it's
the opposite.
Expect to be that guy, and it sounds like you do too.
Like if you've ever seen somebody crush it in stand-up and you're like, wow, this person is just a force of nature. And then you hear them on a podcast and they're just completely unfunny in conversation. It seems rare that the two, you get both. You're someone who's funny in conversation and a funny stand-up. I don't know. This might be my lane. This might be like my only avenue of being funny.
I think you need to stop that kind of negative thinking.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying to him as well.
Like, you just need to go up there and be confident that you're going to be funny.
Be confident.
And if you do this, you know that there are going to be friendly faces in the crowd.
Yep, you got to be excited about the opportunity and the fact that you're going to perform in front of a crowd.
Jason and Fonzo show up, all you should be concerned about is making them laugh.
Yeah, because I mean,
granted,
people cares about everybody else.
Granted, not having previous engagements, I have a sneaking suspicion that there will be some familiar Puminati faces in the crowd. Jeff has already said he wants to come up for it.
Yeah, so you just have to not overthink it and do the damage to yourself before you even pick up the microphone. And that's where you're at right now, is you're being so negative that you're going to spend the next week plus stressing about it to where you vomit on stage.
I've already pooped 3 times today, and it's all because of nerves. I have to poop again. I got one in the chamber.
Wait, why are you super nervous about it today? Like, have you been?
I'm already thinking
the whole
about
weekend?
it. I have, but I heard back from Adam today.
Okay.
And then it was just like, fuck, it's real, it's real, it's real. And also just the nerves.
You were hoping to never hear back from Adam.
Well, no, because then I'm just thrown up on stage at that massive show in September.
We're going to lose Patreon subscribers. Imagine our Patreon takes a shit because of Kevin's stand-up.
Like, this guy is so unfunny. I can't in good faith give him money.
Jesus Christ. I'm enabling a dullard.
I mean, it's going to be all stories. It's pretty much all stories. It's just...
I just think you have a lot of fucking skill, dude. Like, you can do impressions. Like, granted, maybe that's not worked into your...
It's not.
...set at all, but, like, it is something, as you develop as a comedian, kind of find your speed that you can actually work in. Like, I'm not that I have any, I don't know,
And not
goals to
put any
be a
pressure on
stand-up
you,
comedian,
but if you can
like,
somehow be really good at stand-up, then we'll be better.
yeah, I will be worth more money if you're good at stand-up.
Yeah. This podcast will have more.
Shuddy will have more toys behind him.
We'll have a bigger dick to swing around if you could just somehow be a little more famous.
Yeah, and
'Cause
tell
Jeff
that to
and I
Ellis
aren't
too.
fucking doing it. We're relying strictly on you to drag us behind you.
If I direct anyone here, it's because of my sports betting stuff, and they're gonna find this like, what the fuck is what the. Not only do I not like this, but I'm done following his sports betting advice. So I'm gonna lose on both ends. And pass his message along to Ellis. Like, dude, as successful as you are, my net worth grows. So you push it up. Just push the pressure up.
But he's fucking killing it.
Yeah.
I've seen Ellis do stand-up since he started like doing it consistently, like 2 or 3 times, and he's fucking great. And Sam Tripoli is like appearing on Joe Rogan and being like, dude, you have to see Ellis do stand-up. He's good. Like, he's getting props in the comedy world behind the scenes. Like, people are talking about him behind his back, and it's all good.
That's never worked. It's always the opposite for me.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. It's like, I'm like really,
Well, he thinks
really
you're funny.
happy for him. I mean, I know there's got to be something, being that I've been doing MSPH is coming up on 12 years going. Like, I started out as a behind-the-scenes guy and got moved onto a microphone. So clearly there is something there that I've been able to survive in entertainment for this long. It's just, I can't stress enough how fucking different these worlds are.
Well, I think we all understand that they're different. I think you are putting way too much weight into that.
I don't think I am.
I think if you accept
think
and understand, you're going to fail.
Stand-up is its own beast. And I think I fully grasp the gravity of it.
Again, so at the dime bar, that may be true. But Kevin, when you're
Fonzo's
at
not gonna
this
stab
Ellis,
you.
when you're at this Ellis show, it's going to be just essentially like doing the radio show in front of the crowd at Ellis Mania.
However, the point, I think, the larger point is that he's nervous about stand-up.
Yeah,
right?
I think
like
he
the
just
Ellis show
needs
might
to-
go fucking swimmingly. That
we
doesn't
could
matter.
change the format of the Ellis show to strictly an in club podcast, like how Doug Loves Movies used to be, like always in front of an audience. Wouldn't faze me at all, because I'm up there with my homies. Like, being hung out to dry, and you're by yourself, and your only instrument is your mouth, and you have to hit the beats. You have to have clever thoughts, because it is. The way I'm looking at it is, to get up on stage as a stand-up and perform, you're basically saying, like, I'm really, really funny by myself, and I have a lot of clever, unique thoughts. I'm going to share them with you now for 10 minutes. And if it doesn't work out, it's like, what a swing and a miss. Holy shit.
Yeah.
It is a long, long time.
Oh, 10 minutes. If it's bad, it's going to feel like a long, long time. That's for sure. But it can go by fast.
I'm
That's
shitting
the other
myself.
thing. That's the other thing, dude.
Not
Like-
to mention the factor that I haven't even brought up yet. I have the memory of fucking Dory from Finding Nemo. I can't remember my act.
That's an issue.
Well, that's a problem.
Yeah, that's something you gotta-
That's what we probably should have led with. Well,
I can't help you there.
Now your nerves are much more substantiated.
Well, no, because even if I remember my act, I'm not confident in it. This is all bad. It's all bad. I'm going to crash and
Yeah,
burn.
but maybe
8
you'd be
Mile up
more
there.
confident in it if you remembered it.
I got to get drunk.
Yeah, do the...
I mean, that's what
Bill
I had to do
Hicks.
for episode 100. I was so fucking nervous about doing it in front of those 12 people.
There was at least 20. Nah, actually, I'm not convinced of that. But Kevin's perspective on that's how I feel. Like, if by chance we were asked to go up on Ellis Mania, that would be fucking easy. It's like just shooting the shit with homies in front of
That
homies.
would be great if that could happen.
But, I mean, like, doing stand-up, like, yeah, dude. No, I feel your nerves. I am trying to, like, put you at ease, because, like, you need that. Like, you need a friend to, like, kind of pat you on the back. And also, like, you are a funny guy. Like, I expect there to be some turbulence in the beginning, but if you actually stuck with it, now I'm saying, like, probably, like, a year or two. Like, if you suck after 2 years, like, all right, bro, all right, just,
Yeah.
come back to podcast land. It's all good.
But you can understand my point that not everybody that's funny can pull off stand-up.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. But
you're not everybody.
Yeah, I do think you are funnier than the average person. And, again, it's just, you have to accept the fact that you're probably going to suck and be willing to grind, right?
That's why I haven't pulled the trigger in 20 years. I'm not willing to admit that I suck. I hate that. I hate that thought.
Like, you're gonna bomb. The thing that I'm concerned about is that you bomb the first time. You're like, fuck, it's not for me.
I don't have a choice.
Where
I'm locked in.
Right. Well, you're locked in for what? 3? You have 2 at the dime, and then 1 with Ellis, and then 1 at Ellis Mania, so 4.
I'm gonna see.
I mean, if you suck so bad at Ellis's first show, he might be like, you know what? Don't ruin Ellis Mania with your unfunniness.
You know what I've actually been thinking about doing, though, is hitting up Louis J. Gomez and asking to be a part of the Naked Roast at Skankfest.
For real?
Yeah.
Wow, so just going into, this is the most embarrassing thing that could happen. Or,
yeah.
I feel literally naked on the stage.
Yeah. And I'm way more confident in my ability to make fun of people than I am of preparing stand-up material. I think I can go head-to-head with somebody and clown them.
Is it because you saw all the penises there? Like, all right, I'm bigger than most of these guys.
Yeah.
That's the most basic logic ever. But I feel you. Just get an easy win under your belt. Put me up there with all those small dick pussies. Let's rip some jokes. Oh, man. That's definitely... When is the next Skankfest?
October.
Oh, it's right around the corner. There you go.
Yeah. So, yeah, I will be...
is it in L.A.?
I'll be living my life
Where
in
are you
a
gonna go
constant, nonstop panic attack from here on out. It's in Vegas, and it's already sold out.
There's a whole bunch of open mic shit, though, that you can do.
I know.
Like, there's no shortcut. You just gotta suck. Or, well, just do it and see what happens.
I know.
I think you're gonna fucking kill it. I just hope that you stay with it long enough to kill it.
Here's my prediction. I start my first bit. There's no laughs. I get so nervous, I forget the next move. I throw up, and then I drop the microphone and run away. Like, out the door, down Fairfax, and I just keep running like Forrest Gump.
Are you going to run past the scooter, or are you going to take the scooter?
I might run past it screaming, catch it in my peripheral, and then run back to it screaming, hop on it, and then just scream and Jetsons off into the sunset.
Just cry down fucking Cahuenga in your goddamn scooter.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Those scooters are so much fun.
They
Yeah,
are.
that'll make you feel better.
Yeah, why can't I just play with scooters and people watch me and give me money?
Yeah. Well, hopefully you get so good at stand-up, that's all we have to... That'll be like the fucking $25 tier is Kevin on scooters.
Yeah, or you could be so good at it that you get asked to be the spokesperson for the company.
Yeah, Lime sponsors you.
Yeah.
Or Razor.
Oh, wait, I can't work the accelerator.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So you can't even do scooters anymore?
No, I'm just running away.
Man, this situation got a lot gayer.
All right, well, let's move on because we do have a shitload of things to review.
Yeah, I have 2.
I also have 2.
I saw Prey.
I saw Prey.
The Predator prequel.
I did not.
Oh, spoiler.
The what?
The Predator prequel.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Was it good?
It got great reviews.
I thought it kicked ass. I thought it kicked ass so much that Carl had never seen a Predator movie before. So last night we watched the OG Predator.
What did she think
Speaking
about
of
that?
toys, here I have Jungle Briefing Dutch Predator action figure where he's shaking hands with Carl Weathers, a.k.a. Dylan.
Dylan, you son of a bitch. Whoosh.
Wow. How lucky for Carl to pop her Predator cherry. What did she think of it?
She thought both were awesome.
Wow, good answers. I didn't like Prey that much, I gotta be honest.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Hour and 40 minutes, nice short run time. I mean, I don't know. I feel like Bill Burr here in his recent stand-up. Can we address the elephant in the room? Like, so logically, it's predator over bear, girl over predator. Like, what? I mean, come on. I don't know. I felt like her hand-to-hand combat skills were way too good, and she couldn't even beat up her brother and her homies.
Well, she kind of did beat up the brother and the homies.
Did she? Because I'm pretty like that one scene where she was like, all right, so this is a trip. So they all go out to like a hunt. They go to hunt like a fucking beast, which I think is they're saying a lion, a mountain lion though, right? Because it's North America. I was a little confused by that. I was like, I know I don't know much about lions, but I thought they were mostly African. But I did know there were mountain lions in North America. Anyway, so they're going after a mountain lion. Like, that's like kind of like your coming of age thing, like your bar mitzvah in Native American, in the Comanche world. But she wants to go hunting with the boys. Like, she's practicing. She's got fucking skills, right? And while they're hunting, she comes face to face with the mountain lion, falls off of a tree, and gets knocked out cold. And then
she also stabs it on her way down.
I didn't see that, but okay. Next scene, she wakes up. She's in a fucking teepee. Her brother walks in with the fucking lion's head. And they try propping her up, like giving her credit too. Like, hey, you guys killed the lion. And she gets all mad, talks to her brother in private outside the teepee, and is like, we didn't do anything. It's still out there. And the guy's like, no, you're right, we didn't do anything. I killed the fucking lion. And, like, that was, like, my perspective. Like, you were fucking sleeping. You were sleeping, and you still get credit. And you're still mad about it anyways.
When she fell off the branch, she had a spear, and she stabbed it in the side. And then hit her head on the rock when she landed. Later on, the brother does give her credit. Like, yeah, you stabbing that thing in the side, like, weakened it and wore it down so I could kill it.
All right, fair enough. It's a trivial thing. I just think it is kind of ridiculous that we've gotten so far with fucking girl power that, like, oh, all right, now girls can beat up the predator. Okay, well, fuck it. We can do anything now. It's really gender equality, huh?
The funniest thing is she would whip Jeff's ass so fast,
get the fuck.
He wouldn't even know what happened.
You know what? That's fair. I can't fight worth shit. She probably could beat my ass. That character is fucking smoking me. No argument here. But Amber Midthunder, right? That was her name? That shit's cool. I was trying to think of what my Native American name would be.
What did you come up with?
I didn't really have anything.
You'd just be like Jeff Cupcake Bottom.
Tommy Stormdevil.
Nah, you wouldn't be that cool.
Is that a good one, though? I'm already the dragon, so I can't double up on dragon. I don't feel good about that.
I think your Native American name would be
Corn Maki Chew.
That would be a decent one. I know Native Americans love corn. I would give it, like, the action was pretty good. The kills were pretty good. I'd give it like a 3.5. I'll go 3.25. Dicks. Pray dicks.
Yeah, as somebody who thinks women are capable of more than just making sandwiches, I thought it was pretty dope.
It's very woke of you, Kevin. Everyone's real proud of you. Everyone in the Puma is real proud of you.
Like, she's nasty with these throwing axes.
Shuddy, please watch this movie. She fucking missed with the throwing axe for the first, like, hour. They gave her all this credit. Again, they gave her all this credit. She didn't hit anything with an axe. And she whiffed on, like, 10 attempts for, like, the first fucking hour. And here you are giving her credit.
She missed a moose. Like, she stepped on a stick or something, and the moose hurt her, and she threw it, and it runs away.
Meese are large.
But she's like...
Mooses?
She's like in the forest, and she just keeps no look chucking this axe, and it keeps hitting like the same spot in a tree, sticking every time. And then she becomes a fucking Mortal Kombat character and ties a rope to it, where she's chucking an axe, hitting a tree, tugging on the rope, and it comes right back to her hand. So she's just like an axe throwing fucking maniac. It was fucking awesome.
She needs the rope on the axe because she's going to miss, and she needs to hurry up and get it back. Like, she can't throw the axe out the rope because then she'll miss, and the axe will be gone. Like, the rope is a crutch for her poor accuracy.
If you watch this movie, Shuddy, you would realize how retarded Jeff's comments are.
She can use the hatchet maybe to cut up a fucking
First of all,
sandwich.
I'm
and
looking
she
at
fixed
it
me.
on Letterboxd. And I'm
fucking
going to
reviews.
watch it as I eat my dinner tonight. That's going to be my watching my.
Is it a
so
TV
I will
dinner?
report back. But we've got
What are you gonna eat for dinner?
Mark Rinker has the lowest score on it out of all of my friends on Letterboxd at 3.5.
Did you rate it on Letterboxd already?
Yeah.
What'd you give it?
I gave it 4 dicks.
And that's what you're here to do today? Is
Yeah.
To suck 4 prey dicks?
Yeah. Yeah, it was awesome. The kills were fucking gruesome. They were so good.
They were.
She does do like a lot of power sliding.
Which doesn't make sense because she's on fucking...
Yeah,
Dirt.
the power sliding kind of didn't make sense. It was cool looking.
Yeah.
And like her like power sliding and then kicking off a tree and jumping and throwing an axe. Like the Mortal Kombat shit she pulled off was so fucking cool. But like there were like a lot of CG animals and that didn't look great.
I was just going to say, I was trying to figure out, was skimming Mark's review, and it all seemed very positive until the end. I was trying to figure out why he only rated it 3.5. And it says, my only real complaint would be some of the CGI, particularly that bear. Mr. Bear, you are not convincing anyone. So why are you on screen so long?
The bear doesn't get a lot of screen time.
I don't... Okay, here's my thing. Push back on that. I don't have issue with that kind of thing. It's like, how do you... Like, you don't get a real bear. That wouldn't be safe or smart. Like, I would expect none of the film unions to be down with that.
Yeah.
You know, like, what if this bear goes nuts? Like, he's definitely going to fucking kill Amber Mid-Thunder.
Actually, after some further review, T-Dog McDrugs coming in with a Dom type rating on Prey.
Oh.
Hitting it with a 2-star.
Yikes.
Ooh, T-Dog on my side. Wow, that's unexpected.
But overall, 4.5 from Blorp. That causes some concern
I
for
like
me.
Blorp. All right, fair enough.
4 from CVB, 4 from Kevin, and 4 from Ginger. 3.5 from Mark, and 2 from Tomas.
Those 3 middle ones are fucking suspect as hell. You said Stevie B?
Yeah, Kevin and
Wouldn't
Ginger.
trust his movie rating as far as I could throw him.
I think it was dope. And like I said, the kills were gruesome. If you're going to make a Predator movie, got to have gruesome kills, and they delivered. Lots of blood and gore. And I was thinking to myself, since this is a prequel and it takes place in the 1700s, it's like, all right, so these Predators have been around for 300 years or so, probably longer. It's kind of weird that their technology hasn't really advanced much. Like when you see the first Predator movie, you know, he has that invisible camouflage, he's got fucking lasers, he's got bombs, he's got all sorts of cool shit. It's like we're really seeing how little their technology progresses, but then his technology isn't as advanced. Like he still has that 3-dot laser sights, but instead of shooting actual like laser projectiles, it shoots darts.
Yeah, so it is kind of like...
I thought that was cool.
I actually did think that was cool. But it is like the Arnold Predator did evolve a little bit.
Yeah,
Which
you
I
can
don't
see
mind.
that they're like very, very slow. I mean, in 300 years, that's all your tech.
Like the shield that thing felt Native American-y.
Yeah, the shield was a little bit more primitive. That just like spins out and makes a circle.
Primitive, good
His helmet was a little bit more primitive.
Tribal.
Tribal, sure.
Okay. All right, cool. Trying to up your primitive word with tribal. Okay.
I'm intrigued. When I opened up Hulu the other night, I read the description. I'm like, sounds like Predator. I don't know what fucking rock I've been living under, but I was like, it seems like a similar story to Predator.
I just saw it kept getting good reviews, and then people were people were excited about the main character's performance, and then some people were anti it, and I couldn't figure out which side was right. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna check this out myself. And I like Predator, the first one, right? So, and it wasn't like a complete waste of time. I just came away a little underwhelmed and thought it could have been better. Like, I feel like her brother should have been more of like a teammate, and then like she shouldn't have been at it alone. Like,
I mean, there was a part where they tag teamed the Predator.
Yeah. I just would have liked to see. I would have seen like more like a buddy cop film going after the Predator. So, like a chaperone. This chick needed a fucking chaperone. She's not taking on the Predator herself.
We all know women can't be trusted to do anything by themselves.
Yeah, not to sound like the sexist one, but a woman can't beat a Predator. That can't happen. Sorry. What else was I gonna say?
You want to attempt to dig up?
I think the Predator's camouflage shit. I think that's complete bitch shit. I hate that.
You think it's cheating?
Yeah, it's fucking whack. Like,
So
dude,
wait
you
a
need
second.
camouflage too. You can do everything. Like, sorry, go ahead, Shuddy.
No, my thought is going way back to something that just clicked in my fucking head. I didn't mean to derail this conversation.
Is it about your Toy Con?
No, it's that Kevin is not going to Canada. He's going to Ontario, California.
Oh, you thought he was
yeah.
going up to Canada.
I was like, why? This show is September 7th. Why are we just hearing that you're going to Canada now? But yep, that just clicked with me.
There you go, Shuddy. Nice. So what did you see? What do you have to review?
I watched the entire first season of Paper Girls.
Same.
And the first couple of episodes of Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, I finished out Paper Girls with this weekend. And as somebody who read the comic series and loved it, I wish they gave them more of a budget. So they could have focused more on progressing the story and less on kind of just melodrama. Like, I wish it was more of an action than just a melodrama, which they clearly did because they gave them no budget for CG. The CG stuff kind of was a bit underwhelming when it was on stage and on screen, and it wasn't on screen all that often.
Correct.
But I mean,
I
they
really
casted it great.
enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, but you are right. It was very heavy on the melodrama.
Which is a lot different than the comic.
Yes.
It's weird. They keep
comics were
doing that.
Fast-paced.
They keep shortchanging Brian K. Vaughan stuff. Like, I just started watching the Sandman series on Netflix, and Sandman is a beloved pillar of the comic world. People have been wanting a live-action version of it in some way, shape, or form for decades. And Netflix put a fuckload of money in it, and it looks great. It's just weird to me when they take these properties that people like, and they're like, oh, well, we don't have the budget to bring all the things that people like into it. Then it's like, well, then you kind of shouldn't make it. Like, they made Why the Last Man, another Brian K. Vaughan comic. Legendary comic. It's fucking awesome. But it was so boring because they never fucking had any action in it. And that's kind of what they did with Paper Girls. They did it dirty. Believe in your properties. Believe in your adaptations. Give it the resources to flourish. Like, look at all the money. I mean, I know it's unfair comparison, but imagine if they were like, yeah, we'll make Game of Thrones, but we're going to only give you like a teeny budget. I'm like, all right, well then we can't do fucking shit. What do you expect us to do?
I agree. I don't disagree with your points. I still thought it was very enjoyable. I liked it. I burned through it in like 2 days.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It
was
wasn't
not
its
a
full
difficult
potential.
watch at all.
I doubt it's going to get a second season. It doesn't look like it's super popular. But hopefully if they do give it another season, they'll put some money into it so we can see some cool shit. Like in the comic, since it's a time travel book, they go to like the far back reaches of time, prehistoric times, and then go into the far future. And in this one, they barely skip around at all. It's kind of whack. But whatever. Sandman, though. Sandman's sick.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm like
I
20
forgot
minutes.
that came out too. Now, do I watch Prey or do I watch that tonight?
It looks so gay. You're saying it's good though?
Yeah, Jeff. It's definitely not a show for Jeff.
Yeah, looked kind of CW-ish.
Oh, they got magic. Oh, rabble. You
guys
can't
know
do that.
You guys know I hate fantasy and magic.
Yeah, but for anybody like the comic, it kicks ass.
Which do you suggest tonight, Kevin?
I don't know. I guess watch Prey, and then dive into
Okay.
Sandman tomorrow.
Based on your reaction to what Shuddy said he had a review, it would appear to me that you might not have seen Beavis and Butthead. Is that true?
I watched the first episode.
How did you not watch both of them?
Yeah. What happened? Is this a Carl thing? Did Carl not like Beavis and Butthead?
She liked the movie. She liked the most recent movie. And then
But
Dumper.
while we were eating dinner, we were like, all right, well, let's just put something on that's easy. Let's watch the new Beavis and Butthead. And I don't think she ever watched the TV show growing up. So when, like, the new one, for people that don't know, Beavis and Butthead also comment on viral YouTube videos
Fucking awesome.
and TikToks.
So good.
instead of
That
music
was
videos.
a pleasant surprise.
But she saw that and she was like, what just happened? Like, what the fuck was that? Like, she didn't know that Beavis and Butthead did music video commentary in between the show.
Yeah. Well, when she saw it, did she
So does
enjoy
that
it?
mean
Did she enjoy what she
didn't
saw?
like it, and that's why you didn't watch the second one?
Not particularly. Yeah, she wasn't
Did
a huge
you
fan.
not like it?
I thought it was awesome.
You weren't laughing so hard that maybe she would give a courtesy laugh just because like she would feel like she was uncool if she wasn't laughing?
No, that didn't happen.
Jeez.
I felt like both episodes were brilliant.
They're fucking classic. Amazing.
I've watched them both. We watched them twice.
Yeah, I've seen each one twice as well. Dude,
That fucking fire episode, that fire bit,
That was
I-
so weird.
that was
it
weird.
was. It took me a little while to get into it, but then I really fucking enjoyed it.
The escape room, the first one, had me pissing myself.
Oh my god!
Dude, the
all
music
of them.
videos are just the best. Or the YouTube video. I don't know how to. Is it ASMR? When they did that one,
bit,
did you
that
see that
was my
episode, or was that the
favorite.
second episode?
I think that's
oh,
gotta
be the second
Oh my
episode.
god, that was
Kevin,
hilarious.
that is the best video commentary of the two episodes.
Did
They,
you see the BTS one, or was that the second one too?
that was the second one too.
Oh my god, you missed the best commentary on both of them. They had a BTS one.
Man, if they slayed
fucking
BTS,
great.
Carl would have just gone home.
No, they did it really well. Actually, I think she would have been into it. I don't know. It was
Well, maybe
funny.
we could watch that after the podcast when we're eating our In-N-Out.
Oh yeah, let's do that. I didn't know
Oh,
if we were going
Kevin's
to do
allowing
that.
the In-N-Out move to happen again.
We went to Ralph's. I've been here since like 10 a.m. actually, or no, since like 11:30. But like we went to Ralph's in between watching an anime that will be airing on Dragon Ball Queef this week. But he went and picked up some cold cuts, so I didn't expect you to be hungry again so soon. I might have to
Well, yeah, that was lunch.
connect with my my father and his wife. They're in from out of
Oh,
town.
that's right. Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't
yeah.
know if I'll be able to stay for the In and Out. We'll talk about that, but we'll smoke pot and watch Beavis and Butthead. That's for sure.
All right, sure.
I mean, dude, it's fucking great. It didn't miss a beat. It's
It was
Mike Judge
yeah,
is just so locked in on that shit. It's great.
It was they're so fucking funny.
So you saw the prisoner one, the prisoner TikTok.
Yes.
All right,
Yeah, making tattoo ink.
They did. Yeah, they just allow him right into prison. That shit is fucking good. It's honestly like that in South Park makes Paramount Plus just super worth it. And I'm pretty sure like we're still running on like a free year
Yeah.
trial.
I am, yeah, from T-Mobile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a T-Mobile.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I have T-Mobile as well. So
Yeah,
like
it
afterwards,
brought
I think
me-
it was like the $6 a month or something stupid.
It brought me back. Like watching that first episode really brought me back. Because when I was young, when Beavis and Butthead came out, I was like 10 or something, 10 or 11. I was not allowed to watch Beavis and Butthead. So I could only sneak it if I was at somebody else's house or like if my mom was out. and I could put it on without getting busted, or when I went to visit my dad, because nobody loved Beavis and Butthead more than my dad. And when I went and stayed with him for the weekend, the two of us sat on the couch, would put on Beavis and Butthead marathons, and laugh like Beavis and Butthead like the whole weekend. And then when we would be forced to go outside, like if somebody was like, "Oh yeah, this is my friend Mike Johnson," my dad would be like, "Johnson." Like it made me miss my dad so much. Like I so wish I could have just texted him and be like, "Dude, are you watching this? This is fucking awesome."
It's like, it's throwback shit that they make work. Like we were saying this previewing it. It's like, yeah, they don't have music videos aren't a thing, but now they get internet videos, and it's like, well, that's probably better actually if you really think about it, because it just
the commentary
opens it up to
on
everything.
the Harvard acceptance reaction video where they were coming, like it was like a wrestling match.
Yeah, but that said, the BTS music video was fucking great.
Well,
Like, it was
also
great.
that country video where the guy helps the fat guy trying to get chicks.
There was a lot going on. Like, he wasn't just fat. There was some stuff going on with that fella. I don't even know what to call him. A guy. I guess probably the easiest way to go about it. Man, that shit is classic. Yeah, definitely a throwback. My father. So I never had problems with that kind of shit. I've told you this many times, but like my parents.
Yeah, they were chill with you watching whatever.
Yeah, like rated R movie. And my father told the story to his wife when we were out at brunch, how into, because the Roadhouse remake came out, and just how into Roadhouse I was at like 5 years old. Like I would fucking, like when the TV and the VCR was clear, I would just put Roadhouse in the VCR and just rewatch Roadhouse.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's titties, there's throat rips, everything a 5-year-old wants.
Like I've seen Roadhouse probably like 50 times. Like nothing exceeds Armageddon, but Roadhouse is up there.
Like if you used your Letterboxd profile sufficiently, what would be your 4 featured movies?
Probably Armageddon, Terminator 2, maybe Matrix, and it's so tough. I mean, Goodfellas, The Departed, Wolf of Wall Street, just 3 Scorsese movies off the top that could go into the Mount Rushmore or be the last one. I don't know. Like, I am pretty much a stand for Scorsese movies, I guess.
Sounds like it.
Like, The Departed, like, I could have a legit argument with myself for an hour on what's better, Goodfellas, The Departed, or Wolf of Wall Street. Like, I don't know. Like, they're all fucking... Like, what would you... If you had to...
If I was going to
Marry,
rank
kill.
them?
Yeah, you had to pick one out of the 3 to go with.
Goodfellas.
That was too easy for you.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
The whole ranking is easy for me. Goodfellas, Wolf of Wall Street, and The Departed. I mean, they're all awesome, but...
Are they all
I
5
can rank 'em.
dickers? Are you of the opinion that The Departed was like a makeup? Like, him winning the Best Picture for that was like a makeup award for not getting Goodfellas? Because to me, that was the best movie of the year.
I don't know. I would have to give The Departed another viewing to figure out if it's a 4.5 dicker or a 5 dicker.
When's the last time? How many times do you think you've seen it? Because that's
Twice.
Oh wow! All right,
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I've only seen it once.
No shit. I've seen that like easily 20 times.
I did also go to the theater. I saw Bullet Train.
Oh.
The new Brad Pitt vehicle, pardon the pun. But it was kind of I mean, you guys have seen the previews for it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. I've seen the previews for it. Wasn't that interested.
It's pretty much that for 2+ hours. And it was good. Like, I enjoyed it. It was very fun. It was kind of like a silly Guy Ritchie movie. Like if a Guy Ritchie movie got made, but it was just sillier and more lighthearted, I guess. Because it's got so many twists and turns, and once it gets going, it doesn't stop. And there's a great cast. Brad Pitt fucking kills it. There's some fun surprise cameos. And it never really slows down. Like, the pacing on it is just dizzying. But it does get a little long in the tooth. it kind of outdoes itself with its twists and turns. Like at some point, it's like, okay, I don't think we need that many twists and turns. But at the end of the day, it's a really fun movie.
Yeah, Ginger, I think, hit me up. I don't know, via Slack or something. Maybe text me saying there were some cool kills and cool action in it.
It was bloodier than I expected it to be. It was way more violent than I expected it to be.
Was it more of an ensemble thing, or was it like Brad Pitt? It was a Brad Pitt vehicle.
Mostly a Brad Pitt, but ensemble-y.
Okay.
But it was. I thought it kicked ass. Like 3.75 dicks. It's cool to see Brad Pitt still doing shit like that.
See, to me, 3.25, which I gave Prey. I mean, it's not much different than when you gave, but I just went negative about it.
Yeah, you're only 3/4 of a dick away from my 4-dicker score.
No. Oh,
he means on this movie compared to his 3.25 on.
Oh, so there's only a half a dick separating us?
Yeah, there's only a hand job away from me and you.
Yeah, I don't know.
My Prey and
sometimes
your bullet train.
Sometimes I like an old-fashioned. Sometimes it'll get me to the finish line. What can I say?
Who doesn't?
Aaron Taylor Johnson is in Prey.
Big part in it.
Is he like the guy with the Voss bottle?
Yes.
I didn't realize that was even him until just now.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool. There's cameos that I don't want to spoil because they're fun reveals. But if you saw the trailer and you're like, that looks like fun, it is fun.
No, I didn't realize he was actually British.
Yeah, and he's British in this.
Well, yeah, that's why I thought I didn't think.
Wait, you got something about Paperboy? Isn't Paperboy in this from Atlanta?
Yes, Paperboy is in this.
Is he the guy who was in Eternals?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, and he's awesome in it.
That guy's getting mad work.
Yeah.
All right.
Zazie Beetz was in it. Oops.
Yeah, that's another one of those surprise cameos.
Sorry.
I saw...
she's listed at 5th in the cast on Letterboxd.
I saw a Netflix documentary, Trainwreck Woodstock 99.
Oh, yeah? You watched all 3 episodes?
Yeah, that was fucking sick. I thought it was a lot better than the HBO documentary. It felt like less... I don't know. Like, a less, like it's, like, trying to, like, tell you the right way to behave or, like what we've canceled since because of Woodstock 99 and just, like, I don't know. It made me feel like... It didn't make me feel as bad about wanting to be at Woodstock 99, seeing the Netflix version of it. And it felt like there was just better footage, like better interviews. Like they got the founder of or the original promoter and founder of Woodstock and the promoter of Woodstock 99. They brought in a lot of the production staff, and I just thought the footage was awesome. It felt... I don't know why this documentary did this as well, but it feels like they're trying to make Fred Durst out to be like the biggest villain from Woodstock 99. And it's like complete horseshit. So like in the HBO documentary, in this documentary, it brings on the concert promoter and him and his plea to Fred Durst and Limp Bizkit to like chill out, right? Because they were the second night headliner the Saturday, so Friday obviously these guys are partying, and then by the time Limp Bizkit goes on at night, everyone feels like the pain from the concessions, just how expensive they are, like the fucking facilities are starting to go to shit, the porta potties are going to shit, and people are like, well, wait a second, like the music's cool but this sucks, like the amenities, everything else about it sucks besides the music, right? So like the concert promoter is like, you know, the crowd's really fired up. Don't, like, get them even more fired up. Like, Fred Durst, rightfully, is like, well, fuck that. Like, there's a fucking rock concert. Like, we came here to put on a show. So they put on a show, and it's just like, I don't know, they didn't give Korn as much shit from the first night. They didn't give Red Hot Chili Peppers as much shit from the third night when their encore, they do fucking Fire by Jimi Hendrix, and they're setting fire to the entire fucking festival, but they focus on Fred Durst. I don't know. I don't really get it. He must be a huge douchebag, but I thought this documentary was a lot better than the HBO. I'll give it. Like I talked about I would go back in time to go to Woodstock 99. Like that's how much I want to go to the concert.
What a waste of time travel.
Yeah, perhaps. I'd give it a 4.5. I thought it was fucking sick.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I've made me feel better about Woodstock. I mean, it obviously covers the shitty stories and the terrible stories, but at the end of it, like the few of the concert goers that they had on, they asked them, "Would you do it again?" They're just like, "Fuck yeah." It was the most fun I've ever had. Yeah.
Jesus.
I don't know. I know you're a big festival con guy.
I even go to the trading card ones.
You wouldn't Woodstock 99, you wouldn't be excited about that?
No. Young me would have. When I was a kid, I wanted to go. But, I mean, I don't even know if I would go to Wacken, which is like the biggest death metal festival that has like every band that I love. Yeah, I'm too old. I'm too tired.
Fair enough. I went to Lollapalooza twice, and it was so well done. I fucking loved it. But if
I go see one band live, I'm like, oh, I need a nap. I'm going to go see Municipal Waste and At the Gates next week. I'm going to need a fucking nap after that.
Yeah, the one thing that I have to, be like I have to know about myself is the fact that I just physically couldn't handle a fucking concert festival. Like 3 days on your feet in the middle of the fucking summer, like rocking out. Like, dude, I might be able to go like, I get to like Saturday evening. Maybe.
That's pushing it.
Yeah. For sure. I mean, if I had some drugs.
All right, well, we have talked, by my calculations, for 5 million hours.
In 72 minutes.
That means it's time to wrap up. But if you haven't had your fix yet, this party continues. It's chugging along. You can hop on the bullet train to fucking Patreon land.
Nice.
All you have to do is go to patreon.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. Sign up for one of the 2 different tiers. And party your fucking genitals off with us. Like Jeff mentioned before, we got a new episode of Dragon Ball Queef coming out on Wednesday. New episode of Crafter Jeff Shuddy Edition coming out on Thursday. The content just keeps plopping. You cannot stop the plop! And if you want to watch this on YouTube, youtube.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. And if you are already watching this on YouTube, you can listen to the audio podcast and get the extra 10 to 20 minutes that comes along each week in the Easter egg that is only on the audio podcast version. You can also follow us on Instagram. I'm at Kevin Kraft.
At Shuddy Boy.
At Jeffro Records.
And at MSPH Podcast. Mad Scientist Party Hour at gmail.com if you want to shoot us an email. Shuddy Boy, are you going to be on the road opening for me at all?
I mean...
Or am I going to be opening for you?
I was not formally invited, but no, not currently.
All right. Well, that's all we have for you, friends. But until next time, something!